Hello, YouTubers. This is the Giant Awakens, and today I want to talk about something I think that is important to all of us, and that is why the war on terror will never end. The main reason I believe it will never end is because of the military-industrial complex that's gone on for over 40 years in this country. Companies in this country stand to profit greatly on the war on terror, and it's been going on for under the Bush administration, even under the Clinton administration started, and I think it's just going to continue. What a better way to have a war that never ends than a war on terror? Because think about it, you're not having a war with a particular country, you're having a war on terror, which means that you can go into any country around the world and say that it's a war on terror. And you can go basically without Congress approval and do whatever you want. And like I said, it never ends. When you have a war like we did the Korean War, the Vietnam War, you have an ending to the war. Each country comes to a truce, and the war ends, and then you start over. But with the war on terror, there is no end, because every day they can say, there's terrorists in South America, there's terrorists in Africa, there's terrorists in the Middle East, there's terrorists in Europe, there's terrorists in China. So by doing this every day, they're just expanding their power, they're expanding their reach, they're expanding the war on terror, and by doing so, they're making us all scared. We live in this world now that, every day something's going to happen. Every day you go to the local Walmart, they got cameras now, and TVs telling you, watch out. If you see something, say something. At the Super Bowl, at your baseball game, they're gonna be watching you. I mean, it's just crazy, the stuff that we're going through. The airports, the checkpoints across the country. I mean, it's so crazy. I can't believe that the world we're living in today. Like I said, if you go back, you can do the statistics that it's like a 1 in 300 millionth chance of getting killed by a terrorist. But the way our government talks about it every day is, you better watch out when you go into a Walmart or go into a baseball game. You might get killed by a terrorist attack. So it's all about this fear that they put on us, and by making us fearful, they're taking away our freedom at the same time, because, hey, we need more security, because if we don't, we're going to have another 9/11. If we don't, we're going to have another Oklahoma City, and by doing so, your freedom is being eroded. Every day your freedom is being eroded. Now I heard just the other day they're launching thousands of drones over the next 10 years. Will be launched all over the country. For what? I mean, it's crazy. They're gonna watch every move you make. They're gonna follow you everywhere you go on the internet. They're gonna see every purchase that you make, who you talk to, where you go. There is no way. There's no place you're gonna be where they don't know where you're at, and you're gonna have no privacy at all. And if that's the kind of world you live in, just don't say anything. Let them continue doing what they are best at, and that's making us fearful. And like I said, this war on terror is never going to end, because once it's started, you can't be stopped. There's always going to be a terrorist somewhere, and until the American people wake up and understand that we have more to fear from our own government than these terrorists, then we're going to continue down this path of tyranny that we're on. So I just want everyone to start waking up and see that, our government is more of the problem than these terrorists are. I fear more of our government today than I do the terrorists. So that's all I have for today. I love to hear from you. Please post any comments that you have. And if you haven't signed up for my YouTube channel yet, please do. And thanks again for listening.